Hello everyone, welcome back to Ramon at Home. I am Ramon, a Christmas design expert and seasonal decorator here to help you feel more comfortable about your designs. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you Christmas decorating ideas for your dining room. Last week, I shared with you the living room and the past 3 years of decorating Christmas for my home for a home tour, and this time it's time for the dining room. So if you are looking for dining room ideas for Christmas 2024, please stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video and share with your friends on Facebook, on Instagram, and on WhatsApp. Why? Well, because it is free and it really helps this channel. Now, if you already subscribed, don't forget to turn the notification bell on because you will not want to miss this year Christmas home tour 2024 coming very soon. Are you guys ready for some Christmas decorating ideas for your dining room? Let's get started. Welcome to my home decorated for Christmas. I cannot wait to share with you all of the details in this beautiful dining room decked out in crystals. You guys, check out all of the details, the crystal stems, the tablescape with the edged crystal Christmas trees, the plates on the beautiful tablescape with the silver rim and the packages and the snowflake on top of them. These are all little details that you can implement when you are decorating your home for the holiday season. Now, one of my favorite things was this beautiful Christmas tree decked out on silver Christmas ornaments and these beautiful stems with dripping crystals. It was just absolutely gorgeous. But my favorite thing had to be the little birds. It had about 35 birds. They had all of these sequins on top of their head, and they just make for a wintry scene sitting on these beautiful icicle branches. Once again, the tip is to add more than one or two so they look like a flock and they just look perfect. Also, I want to show you this work in progress, which is the wreath that is going to be going on the window in the dining room. And I just want you guys to see all of these crystals. They're draping in crystals. They are so beautiful. They need to be cleaned. But I just love the way this is looking. It is giving it that frozen feel and look that I am going for this year. And I'm having so much fun. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty, isn't it? I absolutely adore the way the wreath turned out. But here is another view of the fully decorated Christmas dining room. I love the candles. You know, if you know me, you know that I love to light a candle. It is one of my favorite things to do during the holiday season. I really hope that you enjoy this mini tour of my frozen Christmas dining room. And I really hope that you got some ideas on how to decorate your dining room for the holiday season this year. I love the way that a frozen Christmas turned out. Crystals is one of my favorite tools to decorate for Christmas. But the next year we did a plaid on plaid Christmas, which was very traditional, very stunning, and I cannot wait for you to see it. Okay, so we have arrived in my dining room, and you guys, I always tell you that at least for me, the dining room is the heart of the home because this is where we gather with our family and friends, and this is where we have the conversations about the holidays, about Thanksgiving, about the things that we did throughout the day. So I love decorating the dining room for Christmas. And this home tour, I really wanted to focus in this room a little bit more because, as I mentioned to you, it is my favorite area of the home. Now, I do want to mention that the last year home tour, the dining room was very white and very silver. But this year there is a lot of color, there's a lot of pattern, and there is a lot of plaid. Let me show you some of the details. Okay, so I want to talk to you about the silver. You guys just saw how I clean my silver. I usually store these little guys on Ziploc bags, and these are heirlooms from Jamison's family. I think his uncle and aunt. I don't remember what their name was. Do you remember who gave you this? Somebody in your family gave you this, and with a little rest and all of those things that your uncle, or was it? I don't know who. It was maybe Tony and Linda. I don't know who gave this to us, but somebody in Jamison's family gave it to us. And so we keep it very clean all the time, and as you guys can see, super clean. This year I want to really press upon you to go ahead and take all of your heirlooms out and use them with your family and friends and create memories, because if they're just gathering dust because you're so afraid they're going to break or if they're going to be damaged, you know what, I'd rather create the memory of a plate breaking than just having that plate stored away and put away, because that's what they're for, especially if they belong to somebody special in your family. Every time that we use them, we just know that somebody in Jamison's family gave them to us, and we appreciate them even more. All right, so now for our centerpiece, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna keep it very simple, and I have also these tablescapes, this candlesticks. You guys, my words are failing me, and I just make sure that I tie them really good. And I have two of them that I'm gonna put right next to each other, and I want them to be really close to each other, because the closer they are, the more drama they're going to create. And at this point, you might have to readjust all of your plates and all of your cups to make room for it, but that's all there's going to be for a centerpiece like this. And then I'm going to bring this guy right here as well, and I'm gonna put it like this so they're intertwined together, and I'll adjust just to make sure they're on the center. Then what you want to do is you want to grab some of this moss. Oh, let me actually get my candles ready, because I have some beautiful taper candles that I got at Hobby Lobby, and these are the 20-inch candle tapers. You guys also saw this kind, well, another ones last year on our home tour, and I just, whenever I go to Hobby Lobby, I make sure that I grab a few, because I really do like to use these tapers on my decorating, because they create a lot of height and a lot of drama, as you guys will see in a second. But what you do is you bring a little bit of this green moss, and what you do is you insert that moss right here, then you put your candle stick or your candle taper inside of it, and this will do two things. Will hold the candle in place, and then when your wax burns, it'll burn into the moss, and then you can just pitch that moss. If you don't put that moss in there, it's going to burn into your candlestick, and then to clean it, well, it's not as easy as one might think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab yet another one. I'm going to make a little hole right here. I'm going to insert my candle right there, and see how it just like it tightens the grip on your candlestick. And look what it does also, it creates a little bit of interest on your candelabra, and it just looks a little bit more finished than if you were just to put, I'll show you the candle right here. It's going to wobble. Look how it is, like you're not, because the hole is not, you need a bigger candle, and I don't have a bigger candle. So what I do is I just grab a little bit of moss, I put a little hole in it, and look at this, it just tightens your candle, it places it in place, and it looks absolutely beautiful. So these are the little details, you guys, that when it comes down to Christmas decorating, it really makes a difference. All right, so this is our last step. I'm going to finish the other one. I'm gonna clean the table, and I will give you a beautiful close-up of this tablescape. Keep watching. Okay, so here in the dining room, there's a few things that I want to point out, and one of them is going to be the place settings, you guys. I absolutely love the plaid on plaid on plaid, and the little pop of blue and white. As I talked to you before on the Tablescape video, which is also going to be linked down below, I just love the pop of blue and white because it's all throughout the home, and here is represented with this beautiful blue and white dish, and then it's topped with a beautiful plaid dish that came from Hobby Lobby. The blue and white dishes are from a local boutique, and then I put a blue goblet and a red goblet, and I just love this. And I always like to add a little ornament for a giveaway for my guest, and I'm gonna pin out so you guys can see the full tablescape. I just love the way this turned out with the tall candlesticks. They are absolutely gorgeous. Those can be removed for dinner, but just for show, I like to give my guests a little bit of a show when they come into the house. And then also here is represented the silver. I'm always telling you to just get all of your silver out and polish it. All right, everyone. So I'm always telling you to get all of your heirlooms out and display them and use them with your family members, especially during the holidays. And this is not the exception. So I'm gonna share with you how I decorated the server right here in our dining room to make it look very beautiful, elegant, and festive. So the first thing I did is I laid down my tray. Remember, this is the tray that we just cleaned, a lot of elbow grease. And what I like to do is I like to put a little cloth on the bottom because that just breaks down some of the silver, and then also it kind of highlights what you're going to put on top of that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab my ice bucket. This is gonna be our ice bucket, and I got this beautiful guy at a local antique store. Isn't this gorgeous? It was like $15. I had to clean it. It was really dusty, like somebody had just put it on the grass or something. But how absolutely beautiful that is. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna bring some tumblers in, and I love these ones because they have the gold rim around it. They look super elegant. These also were from a local antique store. I think I got a set of 8. I was so excited when I saw them because I love the little detail on it. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna stack them up like that. And then because this is kind of like our cocktail station, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab my ice tongs. And this is the other thing that I was telling you, Jamison's family, we decided who it was. It was Linda and Tony Law, his uncles. They belong to his grandparents. So he gave us, or she actually gave us a little bag with a whole bunch of heirlooms from his family. The salt shakers, these knife rests, and other things that we have along. So what I'm gonna do is place this guy right here, and I'm going to adjust everything back a little bit because I want to have a little floral detail on it. So what I'm gonna do is push him back like that. And then I have this other cute little silver container where I just added a single stem rose with some of these greeneries, and look what this does. It just adds that greenery and festiveness to it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab this cake stand because I wanna rise it from the top of my server. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab this ice bucket that, believe it or not, you guys, this came from Goodwill. When I found this at Goodwill, it was tarnished black. And it took me about 4 hours to clean it, but look what, like I was telling you, elbow grease can do. This guy was only $25, and I absolutely love it. And I cannot wait to have family and friends over so they can, that we can use it, put some ice in it. And so for the holidays, what I like to do is I like to grab some of these stands. I'm gonna put them right here. And this one has berries and greenery, and it goes along with our arrangement right here. By the way, if you guys wanna see how I made this beautiful tall arrangement with branches, leave me a comment down below because I did not record it, but if you wanna see how I did it, I will be more than glad to. So what you need to do is flap all of these berries right here, and I'm going to introduce them into this container. And like I was telling you, it's all about these little details when you are entertaining for the holidays. I promise you, if you do something like this, people will just say, wow, and ask you where you get your ideas from, because it is just something that you don't get to see very often. And that's what the holidays is for me. Christmas and Thanksgiving to me is about doing all of those little details and things that you don't get to do throughout the year because, well, because it is that time of the year. All right, so you do something wild like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab my wine bottle, and for this occasion, I'm not the sommelier, Jamison is, but you have to have something where you're, well, for me it's decorative, but I know that if you are serving wine, you would have to have something. I think they wear it on there. I'll show you. I've seen Jameson do it where they have a towel like this because when they twist the bottle, like they have to wipe down. I don't know really, but what I do is I put my bottle into all of this greenery like that. And you could use this like if you have ice, you want to keep it chill, that's fine. If you put your stems on them, just make sure that they are stems that you're not paying a lot from. And then what I like to do is I fold it, I give it a little twist, I grab the neck of my bottle, and then I do a knot like this. And so now I have a very festive display for my guests to serve themselves some drinks. What do you think? To me, there is nothing like getting all of your heirlooms during the holidays and using them with your guests and creating memories, you guys. Here we have a station for a drink station, or I should say, on my sideboard, and I just want to say something about this tall arrangement. This berry arrangement is taller than life, and I love it. It was super simple to put together. All it is a whole bunch of different varieties of greeneries, and I just love the way this looks right here. Added some berries and some larger than life sticks, and I am obsessed. But I do want to talk to you a little bit more about all of this silver that I have here on the server. It came from various trips to antique stores and to thrift stores, and unfortunately I don't have any heirloom pieces, but I do hope that these will become heirloom for some of my family members. And I just love the crystal combination with silver, you guys. I love this painting, which you guys know from last year's home tour, that it belonged to my grandmother, and she saw what I was doing and she said I could have it. It is older than I am, I believe, and I just love the panoramic view of this snow-topped winter scenes, and I just love it. The lake, the mountains, it reminds me of Colorado. I am obsessed with it. And over here we have our blue and white represented on our lamp, and I just like to add touches like this rose right here, which adds just that little pop of red and green, and I'm obsessed. I cannot tell you how I love the look of this crystal container, which is going to be for a nice bucket. And then the tongs right here, they are just absolutely gorgeous with a little rattle, and I cannot wait to have guests over. Over on the corner of the room is the second Christmas tree, and as I mentioned to you guys before when I put it together, there is not one single ornament on this beautiful Christmas tree, but what there is lots and lots of ribbons with a plaid, and then this beautiful red velvet with this gold lame back, and the beautiful poinsettias and roses and these picks of glitter. And as you guys can see, it doesn't take a lot. There is also a video in case that you are interested for this particular Christmas tree. It doesn't take a lot to put together a gorgeous, very beautifully decorated and elegant Christmas tree like this one right here. Now the secret for this one, I would say, is the urn that it sits in. You guys know that I love to put the Christmas tree on an urn, as you can see. And then on this side, I just did a treatment of all of the same beads that I have on the garland on the console table. They're represented right here with these beautiful golden beads and red beads, and it just goes all the way to the floor, and I love it. I just love the combination of the plaids all throughout the room and the silver. It makes for a very elegant look here in the dining room. What I wanted to touch on real quick is the drapery panels and the beautiful wreath, you guys, that I have hanging on my window. I always like to do a wreath on the window because as you enter the room, as you can see, I'm gonna go a little this way. It just calls your eye over to the corner and it balances the room really well. But I love the drapery panels, and believe it or not, you guys, those are tablecloths that I use as drapery panels. And the wreath, even though it is against the light, it just adds that whimsy and that helps to finish the look on the room, and I am obsessed. If you guys want to learn how to make this wreath, also there's going to be a video down below, but I just love the way it turned out with all of the ornaments and the plaid ribbons, and against the Christmas tree right here on the corner, and then right here our server with all the silver and the tall bouquet. It just makes for a very festive and really cohesive look right here in my dining room. If I had a chance, every Christmas decorating job that I do for customers would include some sort of traditional color, because it really screams holidays and Christmas season is here. So the next year what we did is we painted a few blue walls. We went out shopping for blue and white, which I'm sure you know is my favorite color combination, and we did a blue Christmas. Let's take a look. All right, so it is time to share with you my favorite thing I decorated this year, which is my tablescape. You guys, look how absolutely gorgeous these crystal Christmas trees are. They were found at a local boutique store, and they were just perfect for my theme, because as you saw on the living room, I've been doing the crystals and all of these beautiful tall greeneries that go all the way to the ceiling with branches and berries, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. But I'm going to share with you real quick some of the details. I want to share that I found this beautiful blue and white placemat at home, and then these guys right here are, believe it or not, from the Goodwill store. How absolutely perfect they are. They have a little pagoda, and then I have these crystal dishes that are from a local boutique store. And you guys, look at the details of this knife rest. Isn't that just absolutely gorgeous? And I'm telling you, it just adds so much character to your tablescape, and it makes it look so beautiful. And then right here, I have an ornament that a guest gets to take home, and it is this really cute pagoda from Presley Pierce, and then this soul cellar, and my beautiful tiny silver spoons that I just absolutely love. And then over on this side right here, you can see my salt shakers that belong to a family member, and I just absolutely love the way this looks. We have a blue dish, not a dish, but a wine glass, and then also I have a gold rim wine glass to go with all of this. And as you can see right here, this bowl has a white tint to it, but it also has a gold rim to go with it. And as you guys can see, it goes all the way over here. And then we have a little wine station right here. And what I like to do is basically put my charger, which should all be this silver plate right here, and then I add the bottle. And I like to tie in a little towel for drippage, and I just like to do the theme that we're doing right now is blue and white, just to be cohesive with the rest of the room. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to pen out a little bit so you can get a full idea of what the room looks like. Isn't this absolutely fun? I love the way it looks over here with the Christmas tree, and then with my nativity picture right here. Then right here in the room, you can come and serve yourself some champagne, have a little snack, and just absolutely enjoy the view. And I'm gonna go over this side now so you guys can see over on this side what it looks like from this view. I just absolutely adore this look. I think it is gorgeous, and I cannot wait to share with you more. Okay, so I want to share with you real quick what my server looks like over here on my console. First of all, I'm going to start with this beautiful portrait of baby Jesus and Mary and Joseph. They are from Shinoda Design Center, and they are super tall. I just love the colors and the expression on their faces. I think it is so appropriate for this time of the year. And look, you guys, how absolutely sweet is baby Jesus. He is the smallest baby Jesus I think I've ever seen. It is so cute, and I just absolutely love it. But here on the server, as you guys can see, I have just a little champagne station, and I just want to share with you some of the details. I have some of my crystal flutes that came from a local boutique store. I also have this tiny little bouquet of berries and a beautiful blue and white butterfly. And this container right here would be for ice, and here are the tongs for it. They are on a serving platter that's made out of silver plate. Then if we continue over here, we have our champagne bottle right here on a champagne bucket on top of a crystal serving dish, or I think that's a cake stand. And to continue with the blue and white, right here we have some of these beautiful paper napkins. They have all of the chinoiserie and of the blue and white ginger jars. It is so pretty. And they are also on this beautiful compote that is silver. And continuing with the silver and crystal right here, I have just a little snack station, some fruit, some beautiful serving dishes, and a little cheese and crackers for my guest. So now I'm gonna spin out here and share with you how I decorated the whole tablescape. Right here is by adding this beautiful bouquet right here on the corner of it. It is super simple. It just has 4 magnolias, some ribbon that coordinate with the Christmas tree, and then of course my lamp. And so this is what this looks like. I also love the way it turned out. You guys know that I keep all of my books on this table right here, and it is on my dining room. So now we're gonna move on to the Christmas tree, which you guys saw me decorate on a video, and you can watch that video down below. But I just wanted to continue with the blue and white theme right here, and it is so pretty. I love all of these beautiful David Christopher ornaments. They look like Talavera, and I added some of these Hobby Lobby ones as well that I just absolutely love. All of the ribbons on this Christmas tree are from David Christopher's, and like I said, you can watch the full tutorial of this Christmas tree, but now I'm going to pen out just to share with you what it looks like right here next to my server table, or I think it is more like a buffet table. It's actually a console table, but because I leave it right here in the dining room, but I just wanted to share with you how cohesive it looks. The Christmas tree on one side, the little bouquet on the table on the other side. So that's what creates the cohesion. I have some blue and white right here, and I just absolutely love it. So what do you guys think? I cannot wait to read your comments. Leave a comment down below and let me know which out of these, a frozen Christmas, plaid on plaid Christmas, or a blue Christmas was your favorite. And if you like this video, I'm going to put right here last week's video where you can check the living room so you can get some decorating ideas and DIY ideas for your holiday decorating this year. Now remember that this year's Christmas theme is a gilded Christmas, and I cannot wait for you guys to see it, so be sure to stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Well, you guys, that's all I have for today. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, and as always, you can watch more videos right now. Until next time, bye.